All right, it is 3:02. So I'm going to go ahead and jump in and get started. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Some of you are joining us on Zoom, and some of you are seeing this streaming live on Facebook. I did just want to give you a heads up that we are recording this presentation. So for those of you that need to jump out a little bit early, you will be able to come back and find this recording on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook pages. I did also want to just do a little bit of housekeeping up front. Anybody that has any questions, feel free to use the Q&A options or the chat function that is built into Zoom. Or if you're on our Facebook page, please feel free to comment on our live stream, and we'll be more than happy to respond to any questions that you may have. With that being said, the purpose of the call today is I wanted to bring to the table 5 ways that the DeltaNet CRM can help you compete and win against Zillow in your business, and just general information that you may need to have as we move into 2021 in an age where there's going to be more and more disruptors in your traditional business. So what I've prepared today is a general overview that's designed to give you some information. You'll be able to walk away with actionable items to have in your business. And hopefully you guys find this educational as I present some information about the real estate industry and the DeltaNet 6 platform. My name is Franklin Stouffer, and I am the Senior Key Accounts Consultant at Delta Media Group, as well as our Sales Manager. And I've been having conversations with large enterprise firms and some of the top producing agents in the country for the last 6 years. And I've compiled quite a bit of information about different ways and strategies that can help you not only beat disruptors, but also just become more efficient in your business. So what I want to begin with is talking a little bit about how we can help you be different. And Delta Media Group is different. So I want to qualify a little bit about what I'm going to talk about today by sharing a brief snippet of information about our company. So at Delta Media Group, we are one of the few family-owned and operated technology companies in the real estate tech vector, which is very rare to find a family-owned and operated tech firm. We choose to be different by not accepting the millions of dollars of venture capitalist funding that is available to most tech companies. And the reason why we do that is we want to be in charge of our own destiny. And we have been in the real estate business for over 26 years. Dating back to 1994, when we put up the very first website in the country powered by searchable MLS data and photos. So this is in our DNA, and the main differentiators that Delta has compared to some of our competitors in this marketplace is that we provide an all-in-one platform powered by the easiest to use CRM in real estate. We provide very powerful, customizable websites built with patent-pending SEO software to help make sure that your company is ranking for phrases that matter in your market. And we provide the fastest updating listing data in real estate, bar none. We're faster than Redfin, faster than Compass. Within minutes of a listing being entered at the MLS, it is going to be on your website and triggering those safe search alerts to running to your customers. We work with more than 25,000 agents and 350 brokerages in the country today. And as a certified Google partner, I want to bring some interesting information to the table that you guys can use when you're evaluating other CRM options on the market, and just general tips and tricks for what you can be doing to gain a competitive edge with the disruptors coming into your marketplace. So the first one of those things is we want you to be powerful. This is something that I think every business wants to be. It's what our product helps agents and brokerages become, and it describes the actual DeltaNet itself. It's very powerful software. And so when I say be powerful in your brand, I mean, I want you and your company to have a website that you're actually proud of, and you encourage your clients to look up. There are so many companies where you stumble across a website that was built in 1998 or 2005, and it hasn't been updated in decades. And it's really important to have power in your brand online. And as a brokerage, there's an immense opportunity to gain traction with lead generating opportunities inside of the search engines. So we want you to be powerful with your brand and proud of the website that you're displaying online. That's why Delta Media Group has developed hundreds of different stylings of our websites, where when a client comes on board with us, you can pick and choose different elements of sites, stitch them together, and make something that looks really unique for your brand, with a content management platform powering it on the back end. So you can go in and change your photos, change your navigation, add content to your website. You're in control of how the site looks and feels. But at the end of the day, we built it with our proprietary system in mind so that you're going to be able to have optimized pages of content on the site with a ton of lead capture opportunities for your clients. One thing I should also mention is that you also need to be proud of your agent websites. There's a huge misconception in the real estate industry that agent websites need to just be geared towards capturing leads. And the reality is it can sometimes be a challenge to have an agent website that's going to actually be generating leads for you. But that's not where the biggest value is in an agent website. You want a site that is going to represent your business and how much of an expert you are in your market. So when your clients look up your name, they're seeing a representation of you that you're going to be proud of. And that's really, at the end of the day, what I want to hammer home on the agent websites, because NAR's data has shown that the majority of millennial buyers will Google the name of their realtor at some point during the transaction process. And when they do that, you don't want to feel embarrassed about the site that's representing you online. You want something that's going to make them proud to have you as their realtor. And so you can create all sorts of great client-focused information on these sites that will be focused on servicing your clients and not necessarily generating leads. But where the lead generation does come into play is on the brokerage side. So those of you that are teams or brokerages, there's an immense opportunity for you to be able to rank for qualified phrases in Google and the other search engines. So here's an example of a snapshot of one of our clients that is in the New England territories. The Masiello Group has about 700 agents today, and they've been with Delta Media Group for about 2 years now. And you can see if you did a search on the Google search engine for them, you can find they have over 125,000 different results that are ranked in Google search engine. And you can run this experiment on any website online by going to Google and typing site : and then the website domain. And it'll give you a rough estimate of just how visible your website is in the search engine. So when I say be powerful with your website, it's also having power by being visible in the search engines, because somebody Googling an address or Googling a community or a school district, there's an immense opportunity for you to rank for those types of phrases, which is something that I think a lot of people don't realize. They try to be competitive with phrases like homes for sale in Cleveland, Ohio, homes for sale in Seattle, Washington. Those are what's called a short tail phrase. And those phrases are very, very competitive from an SEO standpoint, and they're going to be dominated by the portal sites like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com. You have an opportunity to rank for more qualified phrases. Things like homes for sale in a specific school district in Cleveland, homes for sale in a particular subdivision in Seattle. Or even more qualified, ranking for address search types. That's a long tail search phrase. Somebody who Googles an address because they saw a sign in a yard. How many times have you had a seller that called you upset that they looked up their address and they didn't find your website in the search engines? They didn't see you on page 1 of Google. That's something that our clients don't need to worry about, because there's absolutely visibility and opportunity for you to rank for those types of phrases with our patent pending software, which dynamically optimizes and generates content for all of the listings on your website. It's also important to note that inside of the search engines, one of the major reasons why Google gives authority to a particular domain is because they want to send traffic to websites that have fresh content first. And for any real estate agent website, team site, or real estate brokerage website, 99% of the pages on your site are going to be property detail pages. So one of the reasons why we talk so much about how we have the fastest updating listing data is because it means that our clients, whenever a new listing is entered at the MLS, when that data is pulled onto your site and a page is dynamically built, we are getting that page of content before any of our clients' competitors. So that means that Google is seeing fresh content appear on our clients' websites first, and our patent pending software is dynamically optimizing those pages in ways that most SEO companies have to do by hand. And for those of you that don't know, SEO stands for search engine optimization, and it is the strategy of driving traffic and leads through people doing searches and voluntarily giving you their data. So just take a step back. There's a couple of different types of traffic that comes through to a real estate website. You have direct traffic, somebody that Googled your company's name, or they went directly to your website, they typed it right in their domain, right in the URL bar. So if somebody types in your website address, say cutlerhomes.com, that is going to be direct traffic. So the SEO had nothing to do with that. That was somebody that knew where they wanted to go. Then you have social traffic. That's somebody that is hitting your website because they clicked on a post on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter. And you can drive a lot of traffic from social strategies, but it's hard to generate leads from social strategies. You then have paid traffic. So doing something like buying a phrase. You could buy the keyword for homes for sale in Canton, Ohio, and you could have a paid ad at the top of the search results. But most likely, you're going to be paying a lot of money to maintain those phrases. And so one of the things that we encourage you to do is focus on organic traffic, which is ranking for those types of spaces in Google without needing to pay for them. Because organic traffic is the best traffic you could possibly get on your site. It's somebody who was looking for something in the search engine, hit your website, and then voluntarily filled out a contact form saying, I want to be contacted on that property. So I'm looking now at the stats of the first year the Mass Yellow Group was live with Delta. And I can show you in their first year, their organic traffic from the search engines increased 177%, and they were spending less than $3 per organic lead being generated on the site. Here's another example. Coldwell Banker Bain, one of our large firms in the Pacific Northwest, their first year live on the Delta platform, they saw their traffic from the search engines double in that first year, and they were spending less than $8 per lead in one of the most competitive markets in the United States. If you were going to be buying leads in Seattle or Portland, you're going to be spending in excess of $40, $50, $60 per lead in a market where our client is seeing less than $8 per spend on those leads. Here's another example of a completely different market. Looking into Louisiana, a client of ours, Ladder and Bloom, their first year live on the Delta platform, they saw their leads increase over 250%. We are talking tens of thousands of leads, and they spent less than $2.30 for leads in markets like New Orleans, Baton Rouge, Lafayette. So there's a big opportunity from an organic standpoint, especially for a brokerage that has the size and the geographic footprint to be pulling in MLS data from multiple different boards, for multiple markets, more communities on your site. There's a tremendous opportunity to rank for these types of strategies. But it's not just the big players. It's not just enterprise firms with hundreds of agents. We did case studies earlier this year for clients of ours in a variety of markets, all different sizes. A company, 30 agents in Mansfield, Ohio. They have a population of less than 100,000, and they still saw in the first 5 months of this year, over 1,000 leads generated through their site, spending less than $10 per organic lead. A company of ours, 60 agents in Oklahoma. Again, a smaller company, 60 agents, and they're generating leads less than $10 per lead. North Conway, New Hampshire, 25 agents, $4.50 per lead, over 1,100 leads looking just in the first 5 months of this year. This is peak COVID months during quarantine and lockdowns. Our clients were actually seeing increases year over year, comparing January through May of 2019 to January through May of 2020. So this is across the board. We very much believe that brokerages and teams can be very competitive at generating quality leads through your website. And at the end of the day, if you're spending money on any tech stack, you want to be able to get an ROI back on your investment. And you will absolutely see that with Delta strictly from the leads alone. So if you're generating leads through your website, you're getting that presence online and picking up traction in the search engines for phrases like homes for sale in school districts or address type search phrases, then you're going to start getting leads. And when those leads are getting captured on your site, they're going to flow into the back end of the platform. And this is really the system itself is the DeltaNet 6 CRM. And the front end is one thing. You have a beautiful site. You can capture the leads. What happens after the lead is captured? It flows into your sales funnel inside of the DeltaNet. And we have developed the easiest to use CRM in the market, period. Not just in real estate. We truly believe this is the easiest to use CRM, period. And so I'm going to demonstrate for you today all sorts of different ways that the DeltaNet platform can help you become more efficient with your time. Because at the end of the day, is there anything that you guys as real estate agents or real estate owners or trainers hate more than training to a new technology? There's training fatigue, and rightfully so. In the last 25 years, can you think about how many different CRM platforms you had to learn? All the different tech tools, the different transaction management styles. There's constantly technology that you have to train to. And I want to make that very clear with the DeltaNet 6 platform, you don't need to have long form, hour-long training sessions. It was built to be turnkey, out of the box. This thing is just going to work for you. And we have onboarding specialists that will call you, get everything running on your behalf. Our goal, our ultimate mission statement is to be a champion for the traditional real estate agent so that we can automate the things that you don't want to do. We want to automate to elevate your life so you have more time focused on selling real estate, on spending time with your family, and way less time trying to understand how a technology platform works. So before I dig into the tools about what the system really does for you, let me qualify this a step further. So I took some data from the National Association of Realtors, analyzing information from 2019, and I looked at this stat and I saw that realtors that have been in the business at least 16 years or more, 39% of their business comes from repeat business, clients that they had already worked with ended up contacting them again, and they had more than a third of their business handled by this repeat business. Taking that idea a step further, if I look at an experienced realtor, how much of their business comes from referrals? Another 29%. That means that 68%, more than 2/3 of a realtor's business, comes from clients that are already in their sphere of influence, people that have already worked with them and people that are referred to them. And at the end of the day, what is a CRM, a customer relationship manager, designed to do? It's designed to help you stay in touch with the people that you've already worked with. They already know you. So if they're in your sphere and you have their contact information, a CRM is designed to help you stay in touch with this segment of your users. And so as I relate to Zillow coming in and disrupting the real estate industry as they try to get into the brokerage business in 2021, you have to think, you already know at least 2/3 of your business is coming from people that are already working with you. Here's a thought exercise. Zillow is considered the biggest name brand in real estate. So if you think of Zillow as Walmart coming into your local community, although you guys are the mom and pop shops and Walmart is coming in to disrupt your business, here's the difference. You guys already have over 2/3 of that business captured in your database today at minimum. And so our job is to take this 68%, let's get that to 80% of your business or more. Let's keep that captured and not let Zillow break into the business opportunities that you already have inside of your database today. So here's some of the things that we do to help you be more efficient and better leverage a CRM and keep those contacts tied to you and not going to go out and work with Zillow because they already think they know who Zillow is. So when a lead is assigned to you in the DeltsNet, you get a text message notifying you of that lead so you can respond to your customer within minutes. We want to help you be more efficient with your time because you know there's not enough time to sit down and accurately and well run your Facebook page, your LinkedIn page. So our system has automated Facebook and LinkedIn posting for new listings, price reductions, solds, open houses, and more, including automated content that you can have running to your social media profiles so you don't have to go find that content. You can have great quality information running to your social channels to drive traffic back to your site. We also want to help you be efficient by not needing to ever enter duplicate data. That's one of the biggest things the system is designed to do for you, is prevent you from needing to copy and paste a testimonial that somebody left for you, or copy and paste a to-do or a calendar invite from your phone into your CRM, or enter the same contact multiple places. We want to eliminate duplicate data entry from your job entirely. One of the ways we do that is by automatically pulling in reviews that have been left for you online and displaying that on your website. So if you've been left reviews on Facebook, Zillow, Real Satisfied, Testimonial Tree, we're able to pull those reviews in and have those displayed right on your website in a 5-star review system. Because let's face it, if you're not already focused on reviews, that's a huge opportunity for you to start working on reviews, because everybody looks up a review of something before they buy that vacuum cleaner, look up a review before they buy a video game, look up a review of a TV show before they spend time watching it. Customers are looking up reviews on a realtor who's going to help them navigate the biggest transaction of their lives. So you need to make sure you have reviews running in your business. It's huge. Additionally, we want to help you automate task lists. So I know when I start my day in sales, you think you have this big contact database and people that you want to be calling on, but you want to be efficient with your time and you want to call on the people that are actually interested in working with you. One of the things the system does is build task lists that are specifically related to people that are interacting with you already. What I mean by that is, let's say I have Noelle in my CRM database, and she gets an email from me with a couple of new listings that have hit the market this week. If Noelle clicks on that email, and then she clicks on one of the listings in the email and comes to my website, Delta is going to create a task for me the next morning, so I know, hey, you should call Noelle. She looked at this listing yesterday. She read your email. Or if I have Harley come to my website and he looks at a couple of different listings in one sitting, I'm going to get a task created for me the next day saying, Harley came to your website and here are the 2 listings he looked at. Give him a follow-up call, see if he has questions. There are a bunch of different opportunities where we're tracking the behaviors of your clients and building you a focused task list so you're calling on the people that are already qualified and that you're not going to be wasting your time. One of the other biggest elements of the system is we have automated newsletters called My Customer for Life campaigns. And I can't tell you, as I've conducted training for thousands of agents over the years, how many agents have a database and they've got it in either a Google Sheet or an Excel file, but that database isn't segmented. You don't have it already sorted into buyers, sellers, past clients. It's just a big list of data. It's hard to use a CRM if it's not segmented, but the DeltaNet makes it easy because we say import that full list and put all of your clients in the My Customer for Life campaign, and they're going to start getting a newsletter branded from you with content about buyer articles of content, seller articles of content, and general home improvement articles, which means all of your clients can get this newsletter from you, and then Delta tracks how they engage with it. So if I click on that buyer article, week 1, Delta says, okay, next week, I get 2 buyer articles, a seller and a home ownership article. If I click on that buyer article of content 2 weeks in a row, I'm assigned the label of potential buyer. And from that point forward, the newsletter is only going to have buyer articles of content, which is relevant to my interests. And now the agent knows that they've got a potential buyer in their system. And so it's going to help you segment your list, and it's going to give all of your clients relevant data from you. And the best part is our marketing team adds new content to that every single week. Every week, we add 3 new newsletters into the system. We add 3 new email action plans every month. We add multiple new website designs every month. The value of the system continues to expand because we want to be an extension of your marketing team, doing all of that time-consuming marketing work for you. So again, you can focus on being efficient with your time. We're completely synchronized with G Suite and Office 365. So if I'm using Outlook and I synchronize that to the DeltaNet and I add a contact in my phone, that automatically adds that contact into my CRM and vice versa. If I'm assigned a lead in the DeltaNet, that contact's already in my Outlook contacts, already in my phone. If I set up a follow-up call with the seller, every Tuesday morning, I'm gonna have a call with Jim. Tuesday morning rolls around, that calendar notification's not only in my CRM, it's also on my phone. So again, eliminate that duplicate data entry. It's in both places for you. Out of the box action plans are available. As I mentioned, our team adds new email campaigns every single month. There's already dozens of pre-built buyer campaigns, seller campaigns, investor campaigns, relationship campaigns. We know you don't have the time to go through and build out all these long format campaigns, so we did it for you. But those of you that have the time and you want to build something customized for your business, all the tools are there for you to do that as well, which I'll demonstrate for you. We have the pipeline manager where you can manage all of your business in one place in a traditional sales funnel. And we even have an app that helps you more efficiently run your open houses. It's included in the software, and I can download the open house connector, run an open house, and using this app for iOS or Android, it'll collect information on everybody coming to your open house. And then you can have survey questions asked as they're filling out the information. Questions like, are you pre-approved for a mortgage? Are you already working with another agent? What do you feel about the curb appeal of this property? And based on how they answered those questions, they'll automatically be dropped into different follow-up campaigns. So it's a really, really easy way to get the most bang for your buck out of an open house. So you can just collect that data, the open house finishes, it's uploaded into your CRM, and all the follow-up campaigns are running for you. We also want to help you be creative. And this is huge. You need to be creative in your business because Zillow is powerful, they're efficient, and they're creative. And you're going to need the tools to be creative and get your brand out there. And so we've developed a creative studio, which has hundreds of pre-built customizable flyer designs, e-cards, postcards, and more. These are really nice luxury designs that'll help you showcase your listings and your brand in general. So we have things for e-cards, single page flyers, multi-page brochures, printable postcards, social media templates, and more. And the best part is you can custom create your own designs. So if you don't like the hundreds of flyers we have in there, you can go in and custom build from scratch your own designs. Or for those of you that are in a brokerage with a marketing department, if your marketing team has designers using Adobe InDesign, they can straight up import those InDesign files into the Creative Studio so they can build them in the tools they're familiar with and still get those flyers inside of the CRM. We also have an integration with Xpressdocs. So if your company uses Xpressdocs, you can actually order print on any of the designs that are in the Creative Studio and check out directly through your Xpressdocs account. And we can automate the entire process. So if I don't want to have to manually build a new listing flyer every time I get a new listing, I can automate my favorite flyer and say every time I enter a listing at the MLS, not only is it going to alert all of my clients with the saved search email, it's going to be on my website within minutes. It's also going to create my favorite new listing flyer and email it to all of my active buyers. So I didn't have to go in there and build it. It happened for me automatically. There's over a dozen different automated flyer creation types for things like solds, customer birthdays, home ownership anniversaries, and more. And what is probably the most important one for you guys watching this call is you need to be reliable in your business. And this is what's going to set you apart from Zillow, because Zillow is not yet reliable in the real estate industry for your everyday consumer. If they're going to get into the brokerage business and they're going to talk about buying or selling properties, that's something that you have already been doing for decades. Like I showed you, 2/3 of your business is already locked down in that repeat business from your customers. And why should they contact you again? Why should they refer clients and opportunities to you instead of going to Zillow? It's because you are the reliable expert, again, that is helping them through the biggest transaction of their life. And so you need to be reliable for buyers and sellers alike. So one thing you can do for your clients that are potentially in the market to buy is go through and set up highly qualified saved searches for them, where your clients will get new listings for new market activity in minutes. But when that listing is entered at the MLS, they'll be getting those new listing alerts instantly. And your clients can even opt in for text message alerts. So if you're in a really competitive market, like we are in Canton, Ohio, where properties are selling within days of hitting the market, if I'm really serious, I want to get a text message the minute a new listing is on the market that I can take a look at before it's gone. So you can have your clients getting new listings sent to them via email and text within minutes of them hitting the market. You can also be reliable for your sellers. And as somebody in the process right now of selling a property, I can tell you, I wish that my realtor was using the seller report system that the DeltaNet offers, because it can give your sellers an automated report that's customizable, built by you automatically, information about the property for the seller to read at a glance. So I can see on this report the number of times my listing is appearing in search results pages, detail pages, what's the interest in the property, what showings are happening on it. We can pull in data from centralized showing or showing time. What are the open house activity? How are you marketing the property? What ads are you running? What is the general interest? What are the comps, pending solds in the neighborhood? All of this data is automatically built on the report, sent to the consumer, to the seller for you. And as the agent, you're notified a couple of days before the report runs. So if I wanted to go in there and audit the data and I could say, oh, my seller doesn't think that house next door is a comp, I can pull that off the report, add manual comments and more. It's very, very powerful for your seller to get this type of report from you, and you didn't have to spend any time at all on it. Then once your customer has moved into a new market, let's say you help somebody move into a city such as Canal Fulton, Cleveland, Raleigh, wherever, you can set them up to start getting a market watch report, which is going to have quality information about the market that they now live in. And it doesn't have to be a hard selling approach. You know they're probably not going to move again for 5, 6, 7 years. But you can be that expert, that reliable expert, giving them information that they care about. So they can get a report every month or every quarter telling them the average asking price for homes in their city, the number of days they're staying on the market, the total number of homes for sale, the newest listings over the last week, with call to action forms to drive them back to your website, where we have a built-in AVM tool called an automated valuation module, which is a tool that allows a customer to enter their address and get multiple different estimates back on the value of the property. And if they're interested, they can contact you for a true appraisal. So if I'm getting this report from my realtor after I've moved into a new house, and maybe I spent $380K on my house, once I see the average asking price get up to $440K, $450K, maybe I'm interested in contacting my realtor, and that's my number to sell. So again, it's an opportunity to give them data without needing to bombard them in a follow-up campaign. Delta also wants to be reliable for you. And so we have the best technical support team in the real estate industry. All of the members of our technical support team are in-house. We are a Midwestern-based tech firm. We're based in Canton, Ohio, about an hour south of Cleveland. And that means we have an immense amount of quality control on the operations at our company, because every single member of our tech support team, we have all of the faith in the world that they're going to do a great job. They're available via phone call, live chat, and email. They're tier 2 technical support reps. We're not talking general customer service. And additionally, we do live training every single Tuesday, where we take a part of the system, explain what it is, why it's important, how to use it. We do training directly with agents, with office managers, with brokerages and enterprise firms. And we even are building a dedicated training and resource center right in the software to make it as easy as possible to train to and learn the new software that you guys are implementing in your business. So we believe very strongly that if you're powerful with your brand, you're efficient with your time, and you're creative with your marketing, it will help you be reliable for your clients. and you'll be different by becoming the #1 agent in your market and being able to effectively compete with Zillow, who already may be a powerful, efficient, and creative, but they are not yet reliable. And that's how you can be different, is by leveraging tools through this automated software that'll help you focus on delivering better client relationships and keeping that segment, that 2/3, we want to get it to 80% of your business locked in with you for life, instead of trying out Zillow, because they're going to start to gain market share. It's going to take a couple of years, but we really want you to be able to start making changes in your business today so that you have the time and you already gain that SEO and that authority and you're familiar with the tools. So when the time comes, you feel comfortable and confident that your business is okay. And we care so much about that, about your business, because as an independently owned and operated technology company, our clients are the only reason why we're in business, and we want to help continue to grow and be a champion for the traditional realtor. And one of the ways that we're different, to hammer the point home, is we are a technology company and a digital marketing company, and we actually run and manage a print magazine that runs to over 5,000 brokerages every other month. So if you're interested in getting stories about how to market and utilize technology in your business, you can register to get this magazine for free on our website, deltagroup.com. And you'll get great content from your peers with no paid advertising in the issues. It's all content sourced directly from our clients, which are your peers, about how they're using our tools in their business effectively. So with that said, before we get into the value proposition at the end of the meeting, I did want to show you a little bit about how the software actually works. So the front end website, as well as the back end, how does it all tie together? So as a real quick crash course, I want to show you a couple of different websites for brokerages and agents utilizing the software, because at the end of the day, we are an enterprise solution working with more than 30 of the top 500 brokerages in the nation, but we are a shared environment, which means the biggest brands in real estate and the things that we're building for them and their features and recommendations automatically gets applied to the software all the way down to the single agent working in a market like Mansfield, Ohio. So you get the power of a $30 million tech stack for as low as $25 a month with our agent packages. So we'll talk more about the pricing throughout the call, but I wanted to really drive that point home, that these are custom quality built websites and technology tools that we're giving away to the agents in this industry, because we believe so strongly you need to be able to compete and win against the major disruptors. So here's a couple of different sites to just give you an idea of different header styles, different search bar styles, different ways of displaying information on the websites to help give you an idea on how we can create great looking brokerage websites. And then I want to show a couple of agent websites as well. So here's another example. This is a 30 agent firm in North Conway, New Hampshire, that's been working with Delta for several years. You can see information about their markets. I can highlight a county that they work in and the markets inside of it, the newest listings in this market, and more. And we'll use a client we work with in New York, Coldwell Banker Prime. I'll give you an example of how the search works. It's very, very easy. This search works the same on a company website as it would on an agent website. So if I'm looking for properties in, say, Albany, New York, I could start typing Albany, and it's an auto-completer. I want to do a search in Albany County. So I do that search, and I'm going to get taken to a search results page where I can see a gallery view. You'll notice a soft lead capture art popped up, asking me if I'd like to register for an account. I can actually create the account using my Facebook or Google account, or just close this out and keep doing my search. It is not forced registration. So in the gallery view, I can do things you'd expect in any real estate search in 2020. I can search multiple areas at the same time, listings that are active, coming soon, all the way down to rentals, farmland, multifamily, commercial. It's all available on the site. Price, beds, baths, and additional filters that are relevant for my particular market. So if there's finished basements, if there's golf courses nearby, if it's lakefront or has waterfront access. I can save that search and get new listing alerts. I can look through images of the properties on the detail pages. And our sites also come with Google Maps search built in. So just like the big portal sites, you'll have a great looking search experience that feels native and intuitive to the clients that are already used to going to Zillow. They will be right at home on your website. So you can see we've drawn the boundary around the map for Albany, New York. I can see the listings clustered here on the map, and then the listings represented on the right-hand side. I could do a geolocation search showing me listings in a mile radius of my location. I can build boundaries like school districts, subdivisions, and attendance zones. This is going to happen automatically for you. So for example, if I want to stay in the Bethlehem School District, I can enter that in, and it actually will build that boundary right on the map for me so I can see defined the Bethlehem City School District. And then I can even do a point of interest search. So if I zoom into an area on the map and decide I'm interested in moving to Albany, but I want to be in a neighborhood where there's plenty of restaurants nearby, I can click that restaurant button. It's actually going to populate the restaurant icons right on the map. I can click on the icon and it's going to tell me the name of the restaurant, its address, its rating on Google, and a link to read more information about it. And there's over 100 different points of interest that populate on these maps. So you can really provide a local experience for the clients that are using your website. Once they find a listing they're interested in, they can click on that detail page, and there's a ton of lead capture opportunities built in. So I can save the listing, I can request a tour. As I scroll down the page, you'll see those call to actions will actually stick with me on the page, so I can always see the save or tour the home button. Click through images of the property. I could text this listing to a number. So if I'm bored at work and I'm looking at real estate and I find a house I like, I can enter my wife's phone number and have this listing texted directly to her. Print the listing, share it on social media, and more. We have support for embedded listing videos and Matterport tours, so you can have multiple virtual tours right on the pages of the site. And we pull in full property features, amenities, descriptions, and more. And this is the biggest driver of leads on the site, is call to actions through this big request here. So if I'm serious about the listing, I can enter my contact information and say, you know what, Monday at noon, I'd like the agent to do a showing, and I want them to text me to confirm this showing. But maybe because of us going into winter and cases of COVID are spiking, I don't want to do that in person. Let's do that via video chat. Let's do this as a virtual showing. So I want the agent to FaceTime me at that time and give me a walk through the house over FaceTime. Once this form is submitted, it'll create a lead in the back end, which we'll show you in just a second. There's also built-in mortgage calculators, market trending data, properties similar to the one I'm viewing, and more. A ton of opportunity to capture leads through the site. And that does include on agent websites. So here's an example of one of the agents that works with us in Central Pennsylvania. And you can see on this site today, he's got contact information and call to actions. He feels confident about his brand online. There's information about Rob. I could see his featured homes, and he's got communities built out right on the homepage. So I can see Hershey is a market that he services, and there's currently 19 listings in this market that Rob is servicing. And you'll also notice that our websites are progressive web apps, which means I could install his site right on my device and get push notifications about new listings or upcoming open houses that he's running. Here's a completely different type of example. This is Linda Melnick. She's a realtor we work with in Sarasota, Florida. And I could see on her website, she's got a ton of content about the local communities that she services. So if I wanted to see, is Linda an actual expert in the market? Well, she sure does seem like she has a lot of information about boating communities, golf and tennis in the area, local links, and more. So she seems pretty knowledgeable. I could see information about her team. All of the reviews that have been left for her are populating right on the homepage. She's got active listings and even an active blog, which is built in as well. And just by being on her website, I can message her directly through Facebook because we have support for Facebook Messenger plugins. So this is a really great experience for any of the consumers coming to this website that is belonging to Linda Melnick. And then let's jump into the DeltaNet. So this system for brokerages and teams has an administrative component that helps you manage the whole business. We won't spend a lot of time on that in this call today. Just know the system has support for regions, franchises, multiple offices, and we have team support. And there's, of course, an enterprise file storage system, lead management and distribution, and more. All of the tools you could possibly want to manage your company's business are on the admin side of the platform. And then for each agent, you're going to have the DeltaNet 6 CRM to help you manage your business more effectively. So an agent utilizing the DeltaNet when they log in is going to see a screen very similar to this on their homepage. So I can see pre-built tiles with information that I can actually customize. I can build my own workflow. So if I want to see e-cards right on my homepage, I could put that button there. If I wanted to reorganize what's being displayed on my dashboard, it's all in an easy to use drag and drop interface. Maybe I decide, you know what, I want to have a link to the newsletters right on my homepage. So I can start typing customer, look at all the different information that's available right here in the DeltaNet. So anything that's related to customers is now appearing. So maybe we say reverse prospecting report. And I could now add that link as a tile, hit save, and it took me literally 10 seconds. And I've now added a reverse prospecting button to my dashboard. And if I want to remove it, I can just hit that delete tile button and it's gone. And the tiles can be set up with full-fledged workflows that you'll use in your day-to-day business. one of the tiles I recommend creating is an automations tile. So if I click on automations, here is all of the automated things that I can do in the DeltaNet. I can automate Facebook posts, LinkedIn posts, market watch emails for my clients, my customer for life newsletters, and more. So I can actually create dedicated workflows using the tile system. One of the best parts about it is, of course, it's all completely mobile responsive. So if I was using an iPhone 8, for example, and I pulled out my phone, this is the first thing I'm going to see. All of my tiles in a real easy to see and understand dashboard. So if I wanted to quickly get to something in the CRM, I could just click the CRM tile, and there it popped up with everything related to the CRM. Or if I wanted to click that automations tab, here's everything related to the automations. And I can also see at a glance activities for the day, customers that are active in my CRM, recent leads I've been assigned I should respond to, followed by my sales funnel. So this, again, will help you keep your business organized by showing you customers that are prospects, people making offers, in negotiations, close deals, and you can come in here and set what is your sales goal for the year, what's your splits, your average transaction, and for brokerages, using SkySlope or Dotloop, we've got integrations coming with those companies that will automatically populate all of that data for your agents. We'll pull in that completed transaction data from SkySlope. Soon we'll pull it in from Dotloop to be able to populate this pipeline so your agents don't need to do this manually. You can see tasks that have been created for you, followed by your calendar. So at a glance, I can see all the activities scheduled for me, leads that have been assigned, and other activity of clients in my CRM. One of the best parts about the DeltaNet is that this thing is completely turnkey. So I don't have to know where things are in the system. As long as I know what I want to do, I could just type it in the search bar. So if I want to add a customer, I could just start typing add customer, and it's going to actually pop that up right on the page. I didn't have to click CRM, customer center, add customer. I just typed what I wanted and it was brought to me. And I could do the same thing for everything in the DeltaNet. If I want to build a flyer and I don't remember where the flyers are, I could start typing flyer and it's going to take you directly into the flyer creation tool. So here's all the flyer designs that I can create in the DeltaNet. If I wanted to modify my Facebook settings, I can type Facebook and it's going to take me directly to the Facebook connector settings where I can now connect my account to Facebook or LinkedIn and have automated posts running. So this system does not require you to learn where things are, build these workflows, literally just know what it can do for you and type it in and it'll take you to it. Even for things like customers or listings. So let's say I ran into Charles or Anthony and I want to modify information on Anthony's profile. I can start typing his name. It gives me a pop-up and I can see, okay, there's Anthony's information. I want to view his profile. And now I'm looking at his account and everything that he's been doing inside of the DeltaNet. There's notes on his account. I can see emails he's subscribed to, market watch reports and saved searches he has running. With a click of a button, I could add him to email campaigns and a full incomplete history of every single thing every one of your customers has ever done in the system. So I can get a complete picture of all the activity of the clients in my database. Probably the most important part of the system is the eCards and flyer system. It has the most usage of almost anything in the DeltaNet. So I could come in here and see all sorts of great flyer designs. If I wanted to build a new listing flyer, it's as easy as saying, show me all of the new listing designs. It's going to populate all of the single page flyers, multi-page brochures, and maybe I'm just looking for something pretty simple. I don't need a fancy design. So I find a single page flyer. It's going to take me right into the flyer builder, show me which listings I can use to populate information on this design. So now it's pulled in all that listings information. I could change out any of the pictures. I could change the text here, custom text. Maybe I have a co-listing agent on this one. So I'm going to go ahead and throw another agent onto the account. So we're going to say, let's pull in another Harley account here. So now I've got a co-listing agent. I can now generate that flyer and I can send it as an email, download it as a PDF or a PNG, and share this out on social media. And as I mentioned earlier, you can automate the creation of all of your flyers by using the automation wizard to say as easily as, let's go ahead and automate my open houses. So let's turn the system on 3 days before I have an open house. Let's send it to all of my marketing customers, this open house design. Always use this logo, save that automation, and now it's just going to be running. I didn't have to do anything. The DeltaNet is going to automatically build that design and send it out for me. The last thing I want to show you before we wrap up is just how easy it is to manage your website with the DeltaNet. So as an agent, if I want to come in and change my website design, I just need to click on site design and look at all of the different websites that are available for me to pick from inside of the software. So if I want to see what would my site look like if I change to that design, I can hit preview, and it's now going to show me what my site would look like on desktop, on a tablet, and on a phone. So I can audit if I enjoy the design of this website or if I want to switch to something else. So I can just hit close and then go back and I can preview a different design. So maybe I want to know what would my website look like if I was using this theme. So I can come in here again, hit preview. It's going to build the site design for me, and I can see exactly what's going to be displayed on desktop, tablet, and on a phone. Now, if I'm happy with that, I can hit set live and I'm done. We add new website designs every single month, so you're always going to be able to find something new inside of the system as it relates to your site design. It has support for IDX data feeds to be displaying listings on the site. We have support for custom domains, and you can even come into the theme editor and you have complete control over all of the elements of the site, different pictures that are shown, colors, logos, what markets are being displayed. You have access to everything, and our onboarding specialist will help set this all up for you. So to wrap up, let me just kind of recap here. If a company or an agent was looking to replicate what we provide through the DeltaNet platform, you would be spending between $120 and $260 per user per month. That's dedicated websites, the CRM, email newsletter services, open house apps, dedicated text messaging, automated content on your social media channels. You're going to be spending a pretty penny if you're trying to do all of the things that the DeltaNet can offer to you. And so our offer to you is no annual contracts for agents or brokerages, no setup fee, free 30-day trials without a credit card. You can jump in and try the DeltaNet today. For agents, we offer any packages between $25 or $99 a month for everything that I've demonstrated today. And if you're a brokerage or a team with multiple users, multiple agents, we have packages starting at $300 all the way up to $950 for 50 agent firms. And of course, we have consultative and competitive pricing for larger firms looking to make a switch. And if you're interested in trying, regardless of if you are a broker, a team, or an agent, you can try our service free today by going to deltagroup.com, and you'll see a button that says get a free, start free trial. Let me just show you how easy it is to sign up. So deltamediagroup.com, you'll see the button right here on the homepage. If you want a demo, I'd be more than happy to give you one. Or you could say try a risk-free trial. There is no need for a credit card. You can just go ahead and say, I'm a single agent or I'm a brokerage and team. So we'll say I'm a single agent. I want to go ahead and start a free trial. It's as easy as just saying start for free. You enter your information and you're going to choose your site design, build the site, and get access to the CRM literally within minutes. That's how confident we are in our software. And the reason why we're doing this again is because we believe very strongly that brokerages and agents need to start taking advantage of this kind of sophisticated technology so that you're able to compete and win against Zillow in your business. So I hope you found the information that I've got inside of this presentation helpful to you. I hope you'll feel that we are competitive with the technology that we're bringing to the table. If there's any questions, please feel free to reach out to us on our Facebook page, Instagram channels, directly through our website. We'd be more than happy to help you be more efficient in your business, be different, and stand out.